Hey, third graders, it's Miss Finnegan here, and we are launching another week of science. This week in science, we are going to be learning about traits. I'm going to take you into a slide to read you an introduction to traits. All kinds of traits. Has anyone ever told you you look just like your mom, dad, sister, brother, aunt, grandmother, or other relative? That's because of something called heredity. Think about life cycles. Butterflies produce butterfly offspring, and bead seeds produce beans offspring. Butterflies cannot produce puppies, and bead seeds cannot produce marigolds. Heredity means that certain traits are passed from parent to offspring, which means baby. All living things reproduce so that their species will continue to exist. A species is a group of living things that share certain traits and produce offspring. Parents produce offspring of the same species. Dogs produce dogs' offspring, marigold produce marigold seeds, and humans produce human offspring, or babies. Inherited traits are passed from parent to offspring. An inherited trait can be a physical characteristic such as hair, eye color, or a behavior such as knowing when or where to hibernate. What about learning how to swim? If you were a frog, that would be an inherited trait. Frogs and fish are born knowing how to swim. Humans are not. Humans need to be taught how to swim. For humans, learning how to swim is a learned trait. What other learned traits can you think of? How about learning to talk, learning to play the piano, learning to speak a language? An acquired trait is something that happens during an organism's life. If you have a scar from an injury, that is an acquired trait. It is unique to you. It was not inherited, and it was not something you learned, although you may have learned to be more careful. Sometimes an acquired trait can be an ability. A family member may be good at a certain sport or may have a musical ability. You may or may not have inherited those abilities. Either way, playing a sport or being a musician is something you have learned to do. Now I'm going to pop over to a fun book I found on Epic called Unusual Traits. Now, these are fun traits to learn about. Tongue rolling and special taste sensors and more. Traits. Look at these children. Each child looks different. Our differences are called traits. People have many traits. Eye color is a trait. Height is a trait too. Your body has direction for traits. These directions are called genes. You follow directions to build a model. Genes are directions for your body. Genes tell your body how to work and grow. You got your genes from your birth parents. Genes come in pairs. One of each pair comes from your mom, the other from your dad. Your genes make you different from other people. Every person is different, but we always share many traits. We run on two legs and we use hands to draw. Can you taste this? Do you have freckles? Traits such as freckles are easy to see. Other traits are hidden. You might like different foods than your friend. You can't tell that by looking at each other. Do you like broccoli? If not, your genes may be the reason. A chemical called PTC is in broccoli. Your genes control whether you can taste PTC. The gene for tasting PTC comes in two forms. The different forms of a gene are called alleles. One allele makes PTC taste bitter. The other allele doesn't react to PTC. If you have two copies of the allele that doesn't react, you do not taste it. So if you're out there and you love broccoli, that means because of genes in your body that make you not feel that bitter taste. If you're someone out there that's thinking, ooh, I really don't like broccoli, that means that your gene reacts to that chemical and you don't like it because of how your body is made. These kids are licking paper with PTC on it. One thinks, yuck, he has an allele that tests his taste for PTC. The other kid can't taste it. This boy got an allele from his mom for tasting PTC. His dad passed along an allele that doesn't react. The PTC tasting allele takes control, and this boy can taste it. This boy thinks broccoli tastes bitter. I'm curious which one you guys have. You might not like broccoli, but someday you may like it. Some people learn to like new tastes. Can you do this? Try to roll your tongue into a U shape. Can you do it? Or does your tongue stay flat? Genes play a part in tongue rolling. Many people roll their tongues easily. Others can roll their tongues a little. Some people can't do it at all. Sometimes people can learn how to roll their tongue with practice. Scientists aren't sure how genes control this trait. Can you read the words on the truck below? This is called mirror writing. The word appears normal in the mirror. Very few people can write like this. In mirror writing, the letters are backwards, but drivers can clearly read the word on this truck. when they see it in the rear view mirrors. Ooh, interesting. Are you good at mirror writing? If so, one of your parents is probably good at it too. Genes play a part in this trait. I don't think I'm good at mirror writing. Can you smell this? Imagine the smell of brownies. People like some foods because of their smell, but not everyone smells the same smells. Your genes let you smell certain scents. Most people smell a funny odor after they eat asparagus, and the smell is in a funny place. It's in their pee. Oh my goodness, I didn't think I was going to be reading that. But some people smell nothing. Scientists found that there are two different traits. The first trait is whether you make the odor. The second trait is whether you can smell it. Wow, that is called too much information for me. Hundreds of genes can control your sense of smell. People have different alleles of these genes, so everyone smells things differently. Your genes are part of what make you special. What special traits do you have? Cool. Now I want everybody to today try to roll their tongue like this. I can do it. It's because of my traits. Can you? Very interesting. Everyone have a great day and keep celebrating your unique traits.